Hello, friend. Welcome to the fifth video in part 2. We've been talking about choices we can make to tear down the emotional defenses that we've built. And the one we're talking about today is the striving for perfection. That's our defense. But the choice is we can welcome imperfection. Let me show you the difference that can make. Because if we restate our goal, and we make our goal progress, then we are energized with ability to move forward because we've reached our goal of progress in whatever we're working on. I love Brené Brown's book called Gifts of Imperfection. She did a decade study to see the relationship between fear and the ability to move forward. And she found 3 gifts emerging from the people who had decided to welcome imperfection. And those 3 gifts were courage and confidence and connection. 3 very important gifts for us in our lives, to have a full life, an abundant life, and to keep making progress. When we welcome imperfection, it actually changes our connection with other people, because when we're with them, we're not wasting our energy trying to appear perfect in their eyes. We can relax. That's where the connection, the transparency, the openness that we've been talking about will be able to be there. So I want to share a story from my book. And the reason I'm reading this is I really want you to get the full effect. Now, this takes place at a national singing competition. And one of the contestants is Stephanie. So she climbed up the neon lighted stairs and walked into the glittering stage. And with her heart engaged, words poured from her lips. She transported the audience and the judges through her musical story about a small girl abandoned by her father. All 4 judges of the popular national singing competition applauded her amazing presentation. But what moved me the most was Stephanie's interaction with the judges. Listen to this conversation. The first judge said, "You brought my attention to the really important thing, which is the song and the story. The heart and the soul are there." Then Stephanie said, "I have to say thank you for that feedback, because my head wants to sing perfectly. But the artist in my heart is saying, let me out of here. So I feel like I did something brave today." Another judge responded, "I applaud you for doing something scary and coming out here and laying out this passionate performance that connected to all of us." Prior to the performance, the network had played Stephanie's video package for the audience, and it was about her father abandoning her. Perhaps that is what gave her courage to go against that strong goal of perfection and just sing her heart out. So her willingness to risk singing imperfectly opened the way for her to reveal who she really is inside. And I just thought that was so beautiful. She took a risk, she took a chance. And even though she didn't win the competition, what she did made such a difference in her life. And I'm saying here, God's love for us is never affected by how we perform. God's love is never affected by how we perform. He is not looking for perfection. He's simply looking for us. Don't you suppose he enjoys our singing the most when it comes from our heart? And that's what I saw in Stephanie. Jeremiah 31:3 says, "I have loved you with an everlasting love. I have drawn you with unfailing kindness. So as we think about just welcoming the imperfection, that's going to open our hearts, our minds, fill us with ability to make great progress in our lives. So won't you make that choice today?